Because the Ad Valorem system is really, in a lot of ways, what we're talking about here today is income redistribution again. We just heard that theoretically the person that has low income lives in lower income homes, the people with higher income live in higher income homes. That's the federal government's and provincial government's responsibility. Our responsibility is to put into place the fees that are required to provide the essential services to citizens. I have yet to see anywhere where the city, any city in Saskatchewan is mandated to redistribute income. So when we talk about one's higher and one's lower, the logic then is that the least expensive home has the lowest income person in it, and the highest income home has the highest income person in it. And that doesn't necessarily prove to be true. It's like when we went through this once before. A person that owns a home that's worth X number of dollars and a person that owns a house, a car, and a boat that equal that first home, who's richer? And the question is, you don't know, because they decide to spend their monies in different areas. And then I look at our super pipes. We added $2 per household to super pipes. We didn't do that on the mill rate. We didn't do garbage recycling on the mill rate. We did all those through the utility bills. So I think a lot of people, when they get their bills, some may be happier, some may be more disappointed. But in the end, when they were asked the question of 15% and less than 70% yes said yes to that, I'll be interested to see how many are excited about paying more than that also. And the other thing, when we talk about people in low income areas or having low incomes, the people I'm most concerned about are the seniors, about making sure that they stay in their homes. And we, in fact, have put into place our low income, where they, in fact, we've had very few seniors take us up on that. And I wish more seniors would take us up on our low income abatement that they have, that they can set aside their property tax increases until they sell their home. When I hear of seniors that are having difficulty buying their food for their homes and are struggling because of property taxes, that is the last thing that we want. And I think somehow we need to do a better job of communicating that seniors that are low income, in fact, can defer those increases until they sell their home. We go through our attainable housing, our affordable housing programs that we have, and we talk about getting people into homes. Well, if we want to get people into homes, how come we're trying to get them theoretically out of their homes? And so for me, the low income program for seniors has been a wonderful one. I'll be interested to see too if it sounds like this is not going to pass this evening or to be passed on to the budget committee, because I think at budget committee, that's where it should be discussed. This should be discussed at the budget. This should be discussed with the commercial to residential tax ratios. It should be talked about the increase to property taxes itself, as opposed to taking one segment out and dealing on its own. When we're talking about our property taxes for the year, everything that's to do with property taxes should be done all at the same time. And if the administration says, well, we can't get this all done in time for the tax year, then we should look at a supplementary tax that goes out after. But to say that, well, we need to do this now, or we have to have time to put the system together, I don't think is the right answer either. So those are my comments on that, and I just wait to see what happens later when we deal with commercial to residential ratios too. Councillor Hill.
Thank you, Worship. I'd like to start with, I find it offensive if anyone is suggesting that because we are proposing an ad valorem tax as a suggestion that we are trying to get seniors out of their homes. I don't think that is an appropriate comment at all.
I didn't know anyone said that.
It sounded like somebody did.
I think you owe me an apology right now, because I did not say that.
Theoretically get people out of their homes based on the taxation that was being discussed.
Did not say that.
Mr. Totland,
I'm sorry, Councillor Hill, I did not say that.
Well, if I misheard you, then I misheard you. And I apologize if I misheard you. Mr. Totland, can you confirm the wording of the actual survey, please?